It's Monday morning, millions trudging back to work or school for another long week. And so are Massachusetts state senators who enter the chamber at 11:03 a.m., close the doors, and come back out exactly 3 minutes later. Their official work done for the day. What did you do in there?
Today was a relatively light session.
And not unusual for our state senators. A review by Fox 25 has found that since starting the session in January, the Massachusetts Senate, not counting recess time and dinner breaks, has spent just 32 hours meeting in the chamber, the equivalent of just one 4-day work week for most people. Many of those sessions lasting just a few minutes, accomplishing one thing, allowing senators to fulfill a constitutional requirement to meet twice a week in order to qualify for lucrative perks like mileage expenses. So the only reason you do this is because it says so in the Constitution?
Basically, yeah, Joe.
And House lawmakers do the same thing. Here they are breaking up after a grueling 19-minute session, not even enough time to finish that iced coffee. In fact, during school vacation week in April, the House and Senate combined met in session for a grand total of 36 minutes. That Friday, top House lawmakers showed up, but only behind closed doors to plot a tax increase.
The House will come to order.
After finishing a marathon budget debate and passing the tax hike, House lawmakers apparently were so exhausted the next week they met for only 28 minutes. Yet while essentially working part-time hours, Massachusetts lawmakers get full-time pay. Their $61,000 base salary, which many lawmakers supplement with leadership stipends and private sector jobs, is among the highest in the nation. But most states manage somehow to get by with much less than Massachusetts. Here in New Hampshire, lawmakers still have to meet 6 months out of the year, but they can't exactly make a living out of it. How much do you get paid a year?
We get paid $100 a year before taxes.
Yes, you heard that right, $100 a year.
The House will attend to...
And the House Speaker, who presides over 400 lawmakers?
We get the really big bucks. We each get $250 to serve for a 2-year term.
Of course, not including the big perks.
We get to go through the New Hampshire toll booths for free.
You don't have an office?
Nope.
You don't have a staff?
Not my own personal staff, nope.
Do you have a locker?
I have a locker, yeah, I do.
And despite their meager public compensation, records show New Hampshire lawmakers have met over 70 hours this year, nearly as much as their higher-paid counterparts in the Massachusetts House.
Yeah, New Hampshire is different. There's no doubt about it.
Do you ever look at a place like Massachusetts and think, I wish I got paid a little more, though, you know?
No, but my husband does.
And because of the low salaries, most New Hampshire lawmakers don't make their elected jobs a career, which Granite Staters say is a good thing.
About a third of this legislature turns over every 2 years. So most people say by the time you die, if you haven't served in the New Hampshire legislature, you got a real problem because everybody's done it.
So could it happen someday in Massachusetts? Highly unlikely. But Republican Senator Robert Hedlund says he believes a part-time legislature could work in Massachusetts, saving money and allowing more citizens to serve.
And I think if you compare the output, the production, and certainly the representation between New Hampshire and Massachusetts, I don't think you'll find that they suffer.
No, and the only ones suffering in Massachusetts now are the taxpayers. Joe Battenfeld, Fox 25 News.